Okay, so you're about to see something absolutely fantastic or terrible. We have 6 mana, we have 2 sources of cost reduction, 8 mana Mind Apotheosis in hand, and we have 5 counters on Auraq Kibble. Let's see what we get. Bing. That's not good, but there's still options here. We play this. We get rid of both of our Martingales. We could just play this very good 7 mana dragon, that would be a good idea, but instead... Oh, okay, good. We get Shenlong and the Hatter, we get something. We lose the Bastion, but that's fine. Alright. So where do we put this? Let's put the Hatter. Oh, how does this card even work? Play the Hatter. Put it on the right hand side. Play Shenlong. Put it on the left hand side. And there we go! Rewarded. I'm just recording this after a couple of games, just to give context for the previous clip, and I guess the next couple of things you're gonna see. This is a deck concept that I had. I think it was really interesting. Basically running the Bastion, running Mind Apotheosis, running a few big payoff cards, and Auraq Kibble, just trying to gamble for good things basically. Trying to get some fun combos to work. I didn't have much success with it, as you'll see, but I think I really like the concept if nothing else, and as you saw in the previous clip, it does have some really fun moments if you can manage to get it to all come together. I might revisit this concept in the future when I have a bit more of a consistent collection so I can run more of what I want to see. Auraq Kibble is kind of one of my favorite heroes. They see a lot of very high highs and low lows and have a very interesting play around ability, but didn't quite work out today, and I still think I got a lot of good games in, and hopefully you'll enjoy it, but if nothing else, I just wanted to show off that first clip. So I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for watching. Hello. I'm playing a new deck today, this time a new hero, Auraq Kibble, and the reason I'm playing this is because someone asked me if I could play the Ysmir Bastion, so I thought, Lyra. Specifically, I just wanted to try and get the Mind Apotheosis, Cat Gear combo off, and honestly, I thought while I'm just doing gambling, I might as well play the Gamble hero. So looking at this opening hand, it's not fantastic. We have 2 parts of our combo in it, and we don't really want to see either. So let's get rid of those and pray we draw them again. In terms of what we want to keep on top of that, let's just keep this. Means we have a turn 2 play and a turn 3 play. Oh, turn 1, turn 2 play. This deck is not particularly good. I definitely wouldn't recommend people play it, but it is a lot of fun. I've seen some really goofy things happen while playing this deck. For those of you who don't know, Auraq Kibble is whenever you play something with a 0 statistic, it gets a counter. You can cash in 5 of those counters to gamble on the top of your deck and play it for free. Very, very funny. So playing a lot of those Lyra from reserve effects that make the next thing you play cost 1 less. That way you can get out both the Bastion and the Mind Apotheosis a turn or 2 quicker. We're also just running a few big things in this deck, which is, both works with the ability and works with the cost reduction. Okay, so we're starting to run low, quote-unquote, on combo pieces, so let's keep the Apotheosis in hand, and this way we can play both the Skulls this turn and get 2 more counters, so goodbye Hatter. It does overfill our reserve, but I'm fine with that. Probably shouldn't be fine with that. Thinking on it thinking on it a little bit, either one of the Skulls trades in advance, whereas one of these could trade or go up in advance. We roll good. Yes! I love random chance. Then now we can play the Skull to the other side. Get the same amount of counters on Auraq Kibble and not lose a card from reserve. I'm hoping they just pass here. I'm a little scared on how I'm going to come back against this carrier, but I'm not bothered. Fortunately, this still gets in us in advance. This is one of the few times that the Lyra concept of having, like, You get 1-0, but you get better stats technically. Kind of pays off. A lot of the times you don't get enough stats to pay that off, I don't think, but it's still honestly funny. So I get the double advance here, they get a single advance. That's probably the last time I will be ahead in this entire game. Alright, so starting to see some of our big things here. I really like this dragon a lot, just the fact that it, as long as they don't have removal, can basically take over a game and is very, very good in overtime when it's up to like 20 power. It's just very fantastic until you see any amount of control. The biggest thing I'm scared of from Ordis is Sticky Note Seal. It hits it quite well, hitting anything with 4 or more. Fingers crossed. What do I want to play this turn? Probably the Navigator and the Scald. That way I can get that resupply trigger. Wow, we're on bad zones for it. Do I want to play the Navigator? Do I value the card draw more than the advance? And I don't think I do. So we got to get rid of this because we got unlucky with the zones. So let's just play a double Scald to the left. They can advance implicitly with their recruit, but we get to use our ability next turn. And in true gambling fashion, I really hope we see the Bastion. That would let us play the Mind Apotheosis just straight from our hand for free, which would be absolutely fantastic. There are a couple other good hits in the deck, but most of the time I'm just hitting more small creatures with it. I think Auraq Kibble was actually one of the first heroes I built when I started playing in like paper, because they have like kind of a cool deck concept, I think, buried in amongst all their cards, where you just play like super aggro, play as many little guys out as possible, and I think you can trigger their ability basically every turn past the first turn, which is just super interesting. The problem with that is like what you're getting out of them is like 1 or 2 cost creatures every turn, which isn't really worth it, but it's a fun concept, and it's fun to play that, like, can I get an advance? Can I get to 5? Can I get to 5? Alright. No, another big thing. Every big thing in our hand is a big thing not in our deck for our abilities. Also, can't play anything in our hand except Esmeralda. Which is one of the better things to have in hand. We can use its resupply ability, but we do get rid of one of our big things, which is a shame. Yeah. Wow. Okay, let's see what our gambling gets us. Big Dragon! I like Big Dragon. I cannot lie. What does this give us? It gives us 4 water to the left outside of the Big Dragon, which I'm happy with. That's fine. Big Dragon. Play Esmeralda, see what she draws resupplies for us, and then probably just play Scarlet to the left. Can they beat Big Dragon? Probably. That in mind, let's play Esmeralda to the right. It means we can't win on water to the left this turn. No, let's actually play to the left. They need to play something else to the right, and they probably have it in hand. Otherwise, why would they do that, right? So, we'll play Esmeralda. Yep, they have exactly enough that we can still advance on that side. So we'll play the Skeld here to both stop them and get us ahead on water. And we'll play Esmeralda to the right to get us ahead on Earth. They'll still get the advance with the grass, but hey, I'll take this. Also gives us 3 more counters on our hero, which means we are somewhat close to being able to trigger the ability again. Now next time we're probably just going to play the other dragon. Dragon Tribal. But ooh, we could just play this dragon again. I kind of often think of it in terms of Mind Apotheosis, where you can't, you don't keep them around, they gain fleeting. But Shenlong doesn't. You can play Shenlong anyway. Oh, sorry, anything played with your ability doesn't go. Bastion. And the Twinkle Twinkle. Oh. Okay, so this turn, I really want to get Twinkle Twinkle into reserve. The reason being is that means next time we can do Bastion into Apotheosis. That means we have to put the dragon away, which is fine, but it means we don't have enough mana for other dragon plus Twinkle Twinkle. So this turn is Esmeralda plus Twinkle Twinkle, which is very bad. Very, very bad. They don't win though, so that's value. They're a little low on cards in hand. Putting anything to sleep over here doesn't do anything. Putting this recruit to sleep on the left-hand side at least makes them have to play something. I'm tempted just to put Esmeralda to sleep. That way I can just go for the double advance next turn. And I'm hoping that with 3 mana left in hand, they will still play something to the left. They'll basically think that I have something and respect that. More fool them, I guess. So yeah, put this to sleep. It's not doing anything at the moment. At the very least, I actually just represent the threat of just casting it again. I would not do that. Yes, I could. So we see this come out. I pass. They get a double advance, and I have to win next turn. And surely I will between Mind Apotheosis and the Bastion. Why would that not win me the game? They only have 1 card in hand. Their recruits don't get counted because they're on grass. It's unfortunate. Let's get rid of the Hatter here. I want to keep Cloth Cocoon, if nothing else, so I can play something with the Bastion next turn. I counted the mana wrong. I could have just played the Dragon last turn. That's on me. I counted the mana before I put something into mana. That's very silly. But I'm not unhappy with the position I'm in. So yes, 1, I want to keep Cloth Cocoon in hand so I can play it with the Bastion. 2, I have the Dragon, so I don't need to keep the Hatter in play. Like, I'll already have a big play if there is a turn after this one. God forbid. So they put a card into mana, which I almost didn't expect. I kind of would have expected them to keep 3 cards in hand and play to the board, but I guess with 7 mana they might not have been able to. Alright, so we see that come out, which could put to sleep and play the Dragon and be boring and try and tempo them out, but I came here to play Bastion. I was asked to play Bastion, so I have to deliver on that. Oh, we really need to see something with Mind Apotheosis here. Especially with their 6 statistics. Oh, I need to see... Yeah. Did I get rid of the other Shenlong? Am I running 1 Shenlong? No, I have 2 Shenlongs. I do have a choice here. Oh, an option. Ow. Why? 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 That's heartbreaking. Oh, I was so close to greatness. Oh, I'm disappointed with that result. I was very close to seeing something cool happening. It's my own fault. Last turn I could have played Shenlong and stonewalled out their advance. Could have bought another turn for myself, but seeing that control on the Bastion would have just hurt so much. The Shenlong would have probably eaten it last turn as well, assuming they didn't draw it. Oh well, it is what it is. It's a funny deck. I really like it. It allows me to try for greatness every time I play it, and that's what I want. I just want to try to reach for greatness, even if I very, very rarely achieve it. Oh god, I'm so sad.